this. Okay, so this is the home page, and this PowerPoint I'm going to send you. There's also a flow chart that just helps you understand the flow of everything, but I'm not going to go through that with you right now, okay? So the home page, nobody can get past this home page. It's just a landing page, and what we're trying to do is stimulate subscribers to find other subscribers, and this is exactly, we'll send you this. This is exactly what the home page needs to look like. It's pretty much what's there right now at ThomsonAmerica.com. Now, this is what an SEN page, you've seen this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what one's going to look like. This is basically this is just this is for the consumer, and this is the diamond listing for in eDirectory for an advertiser when they create a diamond listing. The difference is we want when they create events and classified ads and the barter and the blogs, we want those to show up on their STN page. Okay, so we have to where they create those in the back end. We want them to show up on the site. But we want them to also show up on their STN pages, okay? Now, what we've done up here in the navigation, I've changed this to where it's just about exactly like what's already in the standard eDirectory. Instead of listings, we show STN pages, event, classified. We're going to add a tab for barter, but, I mean, we're able to do that ourselves. The deals is the same. Blogs is here. Advertise, and then we're going to add make dollars off top, but that's a page that we'll create. You don't even have to create that page. This stuff page, as you've seen in the past, is the page where somebody we want to be able to add a drop-down menu here and add lots of pages. That gives us the ability to add a ton of pages. Okay. Now, if I'm a non-subscriber, right? I haven't registered. I haven't signed up. I can look at this page, but I can't do anything on it, all right? So we have to kill all activity unless you're logged in. Does that make sense? So if I go in, I say, man, I've been given this link, and it's ThomsonAmerica.com/consumer/Tim Dillard. And I've been given this link, and I said, well, let me just take a look at some of this. And if I click it, it just needs to block me out. You must be a subscriber and log in to see anything other than STN pages. The only way to subscribe is through a consumer subscriber. Okay? Do you know how to do that? That's pretty simple.
Yes.
Okay. So we just want to. So I'm going back. Unless you're a subscriber, none of this works for you. You can see it, but you can't do anything with it. And so we just kill it all. And so then if I click something, I get that message, and so then I can either go back and look at it, or I can figure out how to register. Now, what's not showing here, Marco, right across the top up here, is the normal bar that's on eDirectory. The same bar, okay? So I'm clicking up here above this, log in, and now I'm able to log in. I'm going to do a consumer subscriber sign-in, okay? This is the page, so this is where I log in, and I type in my email address. And then I enter my password, and I click submit. It says, would you like to become a Tops Marketing subscriber? You were asking about this the other day. It doesn't cost anything. We're going to click this, say later, and I'm just showing a consumer STN page here again. And that's the only way, remember, the only way to get in is I have to go find somebody that's already a subscriber. And so I've found this person. I'm going to click consumer subscribe here, and then it's the exact back end for eDirectory, okay? You don't have to change the thing. You got that. It's even got the create profile. Here's your top bar that you couldn't see on the previous frame up here. So it's exactly the same. Now I'm going to scroll down, all right? Sorry, scroll down. I'm scrolling down, and the only change in here, remember right here in the normal field, it says URL. We want to get rid of that, and this is where they'll sign up for their unique URL. This is where we have to create the database for them to check to see if there's an availability. So I type in Thomson America Tim. I click check here. It tells me it's available. Save it fast. And so I click save it, and it gives me this message. Okay, congratulations. It shows me what my URL is. And actually, I think these are going to have to say ThomsonAmerica.com/consumer/ThomsonAmericaTim. Okay.
Okay.
And then if it's a business, it'll be ThomsonAmerica.com/business/Bob's Hamburger Shop. Y'all have hamburgers in the Philippines? That's all we eat over here. All right, so that says congratulations. Next, you will subscribe to our growing list of services for $9.95 a month. You will then set up your social transaction network page for that link. After that, you will have the option to sign up as a TOPS marketing subscriber. I think this is going to be a lot easier for you. Any questions so far, Marco?
None so far.
Okay, so now I'm going to click submit. Again, I'm going to fill all this information out first. I've filled it in. I click submit, and now it's going to take me to a billing information page. And if it's the same as before, I should be able to click this, and it'll auto-fill the information. I just have to put in my credit card number, and this is just Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express right here. It's just a choice. Credit card number, I enter that in, my expiration, my code, and I submit, and boom. That says congratulations. Now here's where it's important change from what's already there. You are in TOPS courtesy of Bob Smith. This is where it's got a track to Bob Smith. If that's whose page I click the link on. Okay? So this is setting up our referral set, our network system of 5 levels. Does that make sense? Your STN page link is your trackable link. And here's what I was telling you earlier: www.topsamerica.com, consumers/Tim Dillard. Now this needs to be changed a little bit. I'm going to do something real quick, because this is make sure you give is your link. He hasn't set up a trackable link yet. And it should say right here, your. So I'm going to go back. So once I've filled in my credit card information, I click this. And if you are in TOPS courtesy of Bob Smith, make sure you give Bob Smith some love. Your STN page link is your link. It shows me what my link is. Now it's going to direct me to set up my STN page. Now I'm into the same back-end system that's a part of eDirectory right now. You recognize this? Instead of listings, it says STN page, okay?
Okay.
And then I click STN page, and I get the same Manage Ad drop down, all right? So everything's the same. And I'm going to click Add.
Pretty much.
And so then the first thing I see when I go in eDirectory is this page, right? And it's defaulted to a diamond listing. But what we want to do is we want to change this to this. So we're going to get rid of this information over here, this price 10% sales tax. We're getting rid of all this pricing information, and we're getting rid of this bronze, silver, gold, and our listing default, instead of calling it diamond, is called consumer STN page.
Okay. How about this thing?
Pardon me?
The listing type. The one with the default drop down.
Can't hear. Hey, turn off the speakers on your computer because it's speeding back through.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how about the listing type?
Yeah, I'm still getting a lot of feedback. I can't hear you. Yeah, chat. There's a chat window. I can't hear you, so just chat to me. You can on your
Okay.
You can just chat your question to me. Or you can try and talk again and see if it's any clearer now.
There you go.
How about the listing type? Just leave it as default, and it's just going to be one thing. There's no drop down here. You can leave it there.
Okay.
And obviously, if it's a business, it's going to say business STN page. Okay? So then I'm going to click submit. The next thing that happens usually on eDirectory is this page right here, increase your visibility. We're not doing that, okay? Just skip this page. See in red, I've got the instructions. What we want to do is we want to go from this, when they hit submit, we want it to go to right here. And what they're essentially doing is setting up their listing, their STN page. Okay. But it's a diamond listing is all it is. It's just a diamond. But what I want you to do is to take out this information here. See listing level and listing type, diamond, default, and this display URL and URL. Because it's consumer, they're not dealing with a URL, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
You see that? We're recording this, and I'm gonna send you the PowerPoint. Okay, so I'm scrolling down the page now. I put it in different screenshots for you, but I'm literally scrolling down what's already in eDirectory. Keep these the same, but on the consumer side, we're going to delete latitude and longitude. You can see that listed right here. I didn't block it out for you, but a consumer is not going to need latitude and longitude, okay? And the country is automatically United States.
Okay.
There's no other options, okay? And that's listed again, in red, I've got your instructions. And then this is all the same. They can add an image. They can do a code, source, caption, all that stuff. Now, here we're going to change I'm going to simplify it. We used to have 5 fields. We're just going to start with 2 fields. Businesses I'm targeting right here in place of summary description, and what I'm looking to buy in place of description. Okay?
Okay.
And the field, everything else stays the same. We just have to change the title of the field.
The label.
Okay. And then as you scroll down, what's in a diamond listing for consumer, we're going to take all this out. Just get rid of this because they're not doing keywords. They're not doing hours of work. They're not doing location. There's location again. They're not doing any of this stuff. They're not doing view category path. They're not doing any of these listing badges or anything. It just goes straight down to submit and cancel. Okay. So everything above, I'm sorry, you can delete promotional code in case we do that, but everything from best value, and I'm going back up the page, I'm scrolling up the page, all of this is taken out. So all of this right here, see it's got delete all these fields right here. Okay. Delete all these fields, but just bring it down to this right here, okay? And once they finish that, once they click submit on that, then it says, would you like to become a Tops Marketing subscriber? It doesn't cost anything extra. So it says yes. And here's your Tops Marketing subscriber terms and conditions. And they've got to be able to scroll down and read this whole thing, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. And then he clicks yes. He agrees. And this is where it says, you are in Tops courtesy of Bob Smith. Make sure you give Bob Smith your STN page link is your trackable link. And now it's the same link, but now it's got to be made trackable. It's not trackable until they sign up for this Tops Marketing subscriber. Notice your STN page now has the magic green buttons that says visit your STN. So they've registered, they've paid their credit card, they've set up their STN page, and now they've registered as a Top Marketing subscriber. And now when they go back to their Top Marketing subscriber page, it's got the green button that are way up here. I'm going to go way back up here real quick. Okay. Hold on a second. See these 2 buttons here? So if I can be a consumer subscriber and not be a Tops Marketing subscriber. These only appear after I've gone through that process that I just went through where I signed up to become a Tops Marketing subscriber. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. If it doesn't, you got to tell me now because I got to get this thing built.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay, so now I've done this, and once it says visit your STN page now, it should take me to that page I just showed you. So we're going to go back in now. All these options in the back end have manage and add. That's fine, but manage for an STN page should just take me right back to the same field. That's just an edit. Okay. Take them to the same page of fields, and they can simply edit and resubmit. They're not creating more than one, right? They're not going to create more. They can create more than one diamond listing, but they can only create one STN page, and that's critical. All right. So then we'll leave deals and banners on here, but they go nowhere. They're just dead links right now. Okay. Just dead. Now, again, they're dead. So events, I'm going to click events, and this is the first thing I see in events, okay? Everything is automatically diamond level. Just skip this page. So we're not going to let them go. So when I come in and click events, I'm going to go to this page right here. All right? And I'm going to take out event level and diamond. I'm going to get rid of those. It says that right here. Take out event level and diamond. So I'm getting rid of these. This works exactly the same. No changes from what was, so then I can set it up from there. So I just fill out all the forms for setting up an event. And if I want, I can add more than one event. I can do anything I want. This works exactly the same. All right? No changes to what's there. The only change is you're going to take out this page, and you're going to take out event level and diamond. Okay? And they're just going to fill out their information. They can create as many of those as they want. Okay? And then now I'm going to do classified ads, the same thing. You skip this page. I'm adding the classified ad, and you take out classified level and diamond, and they create as many classified ads as they want. But the only change is just deleting these two fields in this table. Okay? Make sense?
Makes sense.
Barter is something that I'm going to send you. We'll add that later. Don't worry about that right now. We just got to get this thing up and running. Okay? Blog, it works exactly the same. Okay? It's exactly the same thing as what's there. It just doesn't do the diamond blog payment thing. Everything else is exactly the same. All right? And okay, now we're going to go into the back end, and you notice it's the same exact thing under Manage Account. I'm going to Manage Account now. Make sure you didn't lose me there. So I'm on Manage Account, and it's got Public Profile, Account Settings, Reviews, Favorites, and we've added two more tabs here, Corporate Money, and this is where we're going to track the new stuff that we're doing. Okay?
Okay.
And so now I've got Public Profile, and I'm going to click that. My public profiles are going to click Account Settings, and it's exactly everything that's already there. Okay? This is my account information that I already filled out, right? That I've already filled out. So I've already filled all that out. And reviews and favorites stay the same. And then I get the corporate. And corporate, this is the messaging system that we have to add. This is where that's going to house, okay? Messages to corporate leadership, messages to customer service, messages to consumers, messages to businesses, then messages from each of those things. And then they need to be able to make suggestions and file a complaint, answers to suggestions, answers to complaints, and report abuse. So that's all we're setting up there. That's what corporate is. And then the money part, okay, this is the part that we've got to get done quickly. Commissions you've earned, and they can come in here and click dates on a calendar, and it'll show them how much they've earned on each level. Remember? So every person that I sign up is on my first level. Every business and every consumer is falling on my first level. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then every person, any of these people sign up, fall on my second level. So any of these consumers that opt to be top marketing subscribers, they can sign up businesses, consumers that'll fall on my second level. Any of these consumers that opt to be top marketing subscribers that are on my second level, that they sign up will fall on my third level, and so on for fourth and fifth. And it's got to keep a running total of this. And I got to be able to sort this by dates and see it. And then I want to be able to check commissions paid versus commissions earned. And this is an integration with HyperWallet right here. And then I need to be able to request payment. That goes into HyperWallet. That's a HyperWallet thing. Now, what I've got to be able to show in my system, though, is I need to be able to show who is subscribed under me. And where they say publish their information or not publish information determines whether I see their information right here. So we're just going to pull that from that database. So everybody that signed up on the first level is going to show up right here. And then I need to be able to contact them through the in-messaging system whether they've published their information or not.
Okay.
And then I've got the same thing for businesses subscribed. where it shows them. So, because I'm only signing up consumers and subscribers, right? I'm going back up. So here's subscribers. I should be able to click each of these levels and see who's signed up and be able to get in touch with them. So this could end up being a very long page when it pulls that information.
Yeah.
I can check all levels. I've got people that already have 100,000 people lined up in their database. And they're going to sign up 10, 15, 20,000 people. So it's going to get really big really fast. That's why I've got people waiting. That's why I'm getting desperate here. Okay, so now I've got the help function is exactly the same as what's in the system. So I don't have to change. Now here's a business signing in, okay? A business subscriber signing in right here.
Hold up that page.
This is the sign-in page that's up top here. You can't see it, right? It's on the bar where I'm logging in. I'm a business subscriber that I've already signed up, okay? And I'm putting my email and my password. I'm hitting submit, and here's my back end for a business. All I want them to see is STN page and deals, okay? And so STN page, they click new. It's exactly the same as before. You're going to simplify this page. You're going to take out all that information, and notice it just says business STN page here. Just like before with consumer. The default is the same. I click submit. We skip this page, just like before with the consumers. I have my listing information. And I'm going to take out listing level, listing type, diamond. I'm going to take these out right here. I don't have that. Good. So it shows right here, keep it exact, make sure the default for diamond listing in a directory, but just get rid of these fields right here. All these fields stay the same. They're going to put in the URL. Everything else is the same, okay? They just create their listing. Doesn't even change. So the only change is from a diamond listing is right here at the beginning. It's just going to say STN page. That'll be the default. They'll click submit. You'll skip this page. They'll take out these 4 fields right here in this table. And everything else is the same. They set up their STN page that way. So they're setting up their diamond showcase listing. They add their photos, their videos, snippet codes, and all that. And when they click manage, it's the same as before. Remember, they only get one listing. So the manage just goes back to that same information and lets them edit it. Okay? Okay? And then deals, okay? When they click deals and they click new deals, now this is where we've got our patent pending system that we invented, and this is what you're going to build for us in about tips. We need it now. Okay? And this you've seen, I think. Have you seen this? It's got, this is the deal creation module you got to build for it. So it's pulling all the cities. If they want to put the deal in every city, they can put it in every city. Okay? But in this case, I'm going to click no. I don't want to click that, and it's got to give me a drop down of all 50 states. Okay? And now I pick my state, and I'm going to pick Texas, and they can only pick one state. And when I'm done with that, I click yes, and it gives me all the cities in Texas that have been loaded in. So you know what table you're pulling that from, and you're going to have a scroll bar, and then I want them to be able to come through and just do this. Let me go back. If I want to select all cities, I need to be able to select all cities. But in this case, I'm just going to pick cities. I'm going to pick Bandera, Beaumont. I'm going to pick Bernie and Buffalo Gap. And then I'm going to say, yes, I'm done. Next. So I'm already finished with picking the geography. Now I'm picking the keywords. And the keywords is the ones we're loading in, and it starts with categories. This is similar to the system that's already there. I pick food and dining. And I click next, and it gives me that same drop down that you get, the new table, selected keywords, and then I just come through and select whatever keywords I want. And those show up down here. I'm done with that. Now I'll create the deal, okay? The important part here is They're going to come in and they're going to say how much, and they say, okay, it's got to go in multiples of $5. Okay, so I'm going to set this at $10. Click next. It automatically shows me what would then equal 50% off. So if I put $20 in here, this needs to show $40. Well, if I put 10, it puts 20. Says the minimum purchase is automatically set to reflect 50% off. Would you like to change that minimum purchase amount? And I'm actually going to leave it at that. Type that in. Click next. Get this information. That's what I'm trying to do is set this up so now I can limit my quantity. And look, I put yes, and I'm going to type in 50. So once 50 deals are downloaded, this deal has to come off the site. And then it shows me what it looks like, and I'm good to go. And remember what happens is this deal stays there forever. The expiration date at midnight on February will change to March 31st, 2013. It rolls over every month unless they delete the deal. Okay? Does this make sense?
Absolutely. In the download here button.
Yeah, go ahead and chat it. I can't understand you. You're feedback. Yeah, that download needs to go. This is where we've created the deal. Okay, when everything works exactly the same as far as it's the way it posts to the site and everything else. Nothing else changes on your site. It just sorts by who's offering. The consumer is going to search in the search engine for deals at the top of the page. They get to search and say they type in hamburgers, and they get a ranking of who's offering the top deal in their area. Whoever's clicked their city to make an offer, a deal. Does that make sense? So now they return to their back office, and so now we're back to this. I'm almost here. Account settings, we already talked about that. Reviews, favorites. That's it.